Hi, I'm Debbie and welcome to my channel Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're doing our longer readings for April 1st through the 15th for my Capricorns. Hello my Capricorns. So, because it's the longer reading, I use my Doreen Virtue Angel Tarot cards. They give us the main message. Then I go to John Holland's Psychic, Tarot, and Oracle cards, kind of fills in the gaps. And then I round it up with any kind of advice with my Osha Zen Tarot cards. I have prayed, meditated, and infused all decks with Reiki energy, and this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Take what you like, leave the rest. Now, the one thing that's going to happen in April, so we have Mercury, now it's going direct, but it's going direct from where it ended up at. Okay, so just know that there may be some things you still revisit, but the stressors should be a little bit better. The new moon will be in Aries, and that will actually be April 5th. So that's kind of where some impulsivity might, come into play. We've talked about all the other things going on that happened in March, and, so we're just going to keep going forward. Yes, we do have another full moon, 19th of April, and that will again be in Libra. So the thing about that too is with this, again, what I said, Libra wants to balance things out, but this also puts a mirror up to the things that are out of balance. And the other thing too is just be kind of aware that this is also where, maybe opposites might come together. Okay, so let's see what the first deck of cards have to say. Nothing. Okay, no, not quite. Oh, you do want to? Okay. We have three cards that almost fell out, so we're going to take them. Okay. All three of these cards are reversed. So again, if you don't know me, I am an intuitive channeler. It means that thoughts come into my head and then they just come out of my mouth. But I do have a good connection with these cards. I've gone through a bunch of different types of cards, and these are the ones that actually worked for me. When they are reversed, to me, yes, some readers will say it's the opposite, and for them it is. Some will say there's no difference, and for them it is. For me, when it's reversed, it means, hey, whoever I'm reading for, pay attention to this message, okay? A little bit more than you would normally. So let's see. So these three are reversed. Let's see what they say. Ace of Earth, yay, yay. Your energy, my Capricorns, you've been going through some of that, some rough times. But the overlying energy, like I look at these longer readings as a chapter. The shorter ones that I do are more the pages in the chapters. But 1st through the 15th, the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents, or contracts. Yes, so it looks like at least on the career side, things are going to actually, I'm feeling blossom. I'm hearing blossom. They're going to grow, okay? Yes, we are in April, and for the Northern Hemisphere, that is the time of spring. For the Southern Hemisphere, I'm going to still say that it's going to happen the same way for you, okay? It's going to be, it's going to be something that for career itself, if you're looking for a new career, if you're looking for a new job, if you are looking to feel more stable in the job or career you have, this is that time. This is the time that it's really going to actually, it's going to grow. Now, another thing about when I do my readings is there, relationships to me are what is most important to you. Okay? So while I talk about career and job, but maybe you're here and you're like, no, I want to know about my love life. So if you're here and watching, be aware that my relationships go to, can transcend to whatever it is that you feel is most important to you. So, I do tend to speak a little bit more towards money, career, but if you're here and you're watching, that's not a mistake. So, and if you are looking for what is going to happen in my love life, try to take these, these messages and see how that applies. So with this, with an inflow of abundance, yes, that would translate to that you're going to get some opportunities. Okay, so that things are going to work well. Okay, so let's see what the next card is. 3 of Earth, again, your energy. The power of creativity, recognition for high quality work, being a team player. So again, we have this theme that it is really going to work out. We're going to talk more about work, that it's really that things, because you have had you've had some weeks or months even where it's been on that rocky, that rocky pathway, but it's like the pathway is getting smoother for you in your work, or possibly even, any of your relationships, okay? So yes, I do like this for you, my Capricorns, because, we've got a special bond, and, so it does look like that part is smoothing out for you. And when that happens, you feel more comfortable, you feel more confident, and then that helps you to bring that into all areas of your life, okay? Last card, and again, these are reversed. The Page of Water. Intuitive, sensitive, artistic, and friendly. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. So your intuition is going to be on the higher side for this first part of April. But I'm wondering if one of the reasons that I was talking about, relationships, because the Capricorns that watch me know that I kind of, like I say, I lean more towards the other. So if there's a Capricorn out there that's looking for that new person, it could be a new job, it could be a new boss. That's going to be coming into your life. But the thing is, it's a relationship that actually is growing, okay? So, all of a sudden I'm like, my ring finger is kind of a little itching. Now, it doesn't mean that you're going to get an engagement ring, but it could mean that that with a relationship or with a job, that it's something that there's going to be a commitment in the future with, okay? I hope that makes sense. So now we're going to go to my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I always get those Oracle Tarot. But let's see. What can we tell our Capricorns? How can we fill in this? What additional information is there? I'm really happy though for my Cappies, because you've been, it's just been so, the energies have been just so up and down for you. Let's see what we have. Anything more? We're going to shuffle one more time. Nope. We're going to go ahead and cut the cards. Okay. Three cards down. And here we are. Okay. So there's been some, trapped in fear. So there's been some things that you have been holding yourself back on. Yes, we can all have our insecurities. We can all be afraid of what that future brings us, forward. But that's lying on top of our Ace of Earth, which is saying that there is an inflow of abundance. Now, I'm feeling that there might be some Capricorns that feel like they've gone down this road before. And, I want to say that, it's almost like being afraid of success, being afraid to try. I don't necessarily know that it's exactly that, but it's like you've been down this road before, and only to be disappointed, only to feel like it didn't work out the way you wanted it. You know what? That is life. But I will tell you, every time you go down that road, even if it doesn't work out, you still tried. And that's the best thing that you can do. I tell, this is one of the things that I say. If you don't try, the answer will always be no. But on the other hand, with this, you have to keep your thoughts and your mouth positive. You have to say, even if inside your gut is saying, oh, it's not going to work out, say, you know what? It's going to work out for my greater good. It's going to work out for what is best for me. Because, so maybe you go for a job and you don't get the job. Well, you know what? Maybe that job was going to be just darn horrible. And even though our ego wanted that job, our ego said, yeah, we are good at this job. We put it out there. Again, I'm very big in connecting with our higher power, divine, guardian angel, spirit guide, whoever it is to you. Put it out there, but then also put it out that it is, but what is for my greater good? okay? Because sometimes we are the ones that make our choices. Yeah, we all have free choice, but sometimes we make choices that aren't necessarily in alignment with what our greater good is. Now, this is the one thing that I always hate, is when I think, okay, this is what I want, and then I start praying for what I want instead of praying what is best for me, okay? But then also saying, hey, I have bills to pay, I have these things that I have to have, covered, so you need to do it. So I don't necessarily, I am learning, I am still a work in progress. I am learning to just kind of say, these are my needs, you figure it out, okay? So I'm gonna kind of give that to you too, that you need to start talking that way, you need to start thinking that way. If you haven't, I know a lot of my Cappies have been doing that. They've been transforming into that. And it's very human. It's very human to get scared, okay? But the first row are saying good stuff is coming for you, that this is good. Okay, let's go to the second card. Passion ignited. Okay, so here we have also a 1, and I'm being really drawn to that 1 because we had that ace, new beginning, new beginning, new beginning. So with that, I'm feeling that once you get through the fear, it's gonna all of a sudden be like, hey, maybe some good stuff's coming for me after all. I like it. Maybe I'm gonna trust. Because my Cappies have gone through, you are warriors. I have felt so many, that you have gone through so many battles, and yet, you're like, I'm hearing the salt of the earth. You're the salt of the earth, which is very grounded, but sometimes it's very hard, okay? But it's saying, be passionate about this stuff that's coming, this first 15 days in April. And a lot of times, too, it carries through. So let's see what this next card says. Okay, reverse. So very, very truth. This is one of the things that I do love about my Cappies, is you are very truth bounded. Binded, truth binded. You are bound to the truth, okay? But again, remember, we have our Libra moon, and here she is standing on scales. She is looking out into that universe. She is seeing the stars. She is making her wish, or wishes. She is definitely prepared. This is one of the things, she is definitely more prepared than when she started. And this is when you can actually, how do you put this? You actually are now, like I said, that salt of the earth, you are now actually looking at things, well, you always look at things very realistic, but it's like you can see it now unfolding in a, like, okay, you can see how your choices will affect how things unfold, okay? You actually now see it. Maybe that has something to do with that increased psychic awareness, but it's like, I feel like my Capricorns are seeing like, okay, if I go here, I can see like that domino effect. If I go here, I can see those dominoes fall that way too. It's like you have this awareness of how your choices are going to affect your future. So, it's like, okay, I'm offered a job, I have no money, I don't take the job, well, then I still have no money. Or I'm offered a job, I really feel it's not the right job for me, okay, so that I don't take the job, but because I felt so strongly, I gave it to my universe, I gave it to my higher power, actually that job that's right for me happens. Or I take my job, you know what, I feel like I can do this for a while, I feel in my gut I can do this for a while, and I go ahead and now I have money to at least pay my bills while looking for another job, okay? Okay, hope that makes sense too. So now let's see, any final words, my Osha Zen Tarot cards, any final words for our Cappies? Okay, any pieces of advice? Any piece of advice? Okay, let's go ahead and cut. One card did come out. And remember too, one of the reasons that I shared them like that is, well, one reason is I don't have two cameras to show you the deck, but the other is because, you know, our connection is such that you may say to me, no, I don't really feel that, oh, I didn't pull my cards. I cut them. I feel more what the cards say, and that's okay. That is absolutely fine, okay? This is a reciprocal process. We feed off of each other's energy. Okay, first card is friendliness, okay? And this is where, you know, this is, I feel that the universe is trying to say that this is going to be a more comforting time for you than what you've been through. So I really feel that this is going to be a friendlier time, you know, whether that's happy, you know, high levels of happiness or not, I can't tell you that, but I feel like it's going to be a gentler time. I also feel like, you know how like a nice breeze comes through instead of a very strong air, you know, strong current. I feel like it's a nicer, gentler time for you. Okay? I like that. Now, the other card that we have is slowing down. I like this also. So what they're saying is, you know, my Cappies, their minds go very, very quickly. Like, you know, they are, you know, you, Cappies are people who, you know, you know, you probably could do that Rubik's Cube, you know, like, see, you know, that's the kind of mind you actually have. So it's advising you. These cards are advising you to slow down. I'm going to tell you then, I haven't told you for a while, but again, connect with your higher power, connect with your divine, meditate, do whatever that is that needs to slow you down. Listening to music that maybe, you know, maybe puts you to sleep, that's okay too. But it's like I feel like you have to slow your mind down. I feel like you want to be careful about overextending yourself, making too many promises to too many people. That's another thing you do. Okay? Okay. So let's see what this last card is. Let's see. It's reversed. So the miser. Okay, do you see? You know, this woman has a lot of things going on. I mean, she's holding on very, very tightly. This kind of goes back to, you know, this trapped in fear. I feel like it's telling, you know, I feel like we're getting, you know, I'm feeling it's like, again, what I was talking about, the mind and how it's like you have to, you know, instead of holding it all in, let that out. Instead of being very, with your thoughts, instead of, you know, having those thoughts racing, you need to slow them down and you need to get rid of some of those thoughts, okay? You need to get rid of some of the negative thoughts. This new moon is a good time to do that at. This new moon, you know, like right before the new moon is a great time to say, you know, I want this gone. Let this be gone. So actually from now to this new moon is the time to say, you know, it's self-awareness. It's, you know, this Libra full moon is showing us a mirror to ourselves, so we see things that's not necessarily for our better good. Okay, and then we're going to put it that way because it's not necessarily negative, but it's not something that serves us. So you need to let go of things. You need to let go of things here and here. And, you know, it's our mind, our heart, and our spirit. So if there's also, so with the heart and spirit, if there's some bitterness going on in there, I'm feeling like there might, you know, I mean, there's a lot of people watching, so somebody has to have some bitterness. But I do feel that, you know, the people that are doing that, you need to start releasing that because the only person that's hurting is you, okay? It's the only one that's hurting, you know, because I look at, you know, what is it? Anger, bitterness, those type of negatives as either the person doesn't know or they don't care. So the only person that's hurting is me. So I want to get rid of it because I will not give them that power over me. Okay? I hope that makes sense too. So actually I see a lot of good stuff happening for you. I see money coming in for you, or at least a better, more secure career coming in for you, possibly a more secure relationship coming in for you. I see you, if you choose, releasing that negative and embracing more the positive. And you know what? I don't blame you for having that negative. You've had some, rocky ups and downs, and this is going to be one of those times that we have more of the ups. Okay? Okay. So my Capricorns, I like your April. I like your beginning April reading. But as always, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.